On the morning of day 10, I woke up with new controls, which is like an year old. I also did some customizations to the controls, so it's not the default one. So like an excited child, I immediately went outside and started testing out my new controls. And to be honest, it's a little trippy for me, but I think when I get used to this, it would be a lot better than the old one. And it gives you the viewer a place to focus, that is the crosshair right in the middle of the screen, if you couldn't already tell. Anyways, after testing out my brand new controls, I decided that I was going to build a villager trading hall. But the problem was that I wanted to build it right next to my house. And right next to my house is a lake, so I'm gonna have to fill in the lake with dirt. Well, at least the top layer of the lake. So I crafted myself 2 shovels at clearing this hill. And this took the entirety of day 10. I managed to gather a little over 7.5 stack of dirt. I started day 11 by placing down all the dirt I gathered. At first I was kind of slow at this, but midway through I discovered a much more efficient way to do this. Only thing I had to do is go backward while holding down the place button. You see, this is something that would have been impossible with my old controls. So it's safe to say that I made the right decision by choosing to change controls. After discovering a much more fast way to place down blocks, I managed to place down the entire platform by the end of day 11. Before I went to sleep, I placed down a bunch of torches to lit up my brand new platform. Day 12, I started the day by harvesting and expanding my sugarcane farm. After that, I started collecting the materials needed to build my villager trading hall, starting with acacia logs. I know, who would have guessed, right guys? After that, 2 pickaxes worth of cobblestone, which I will later smelt into stone. Then I went to collect some cobble deflate. But I completely forgot that I had broken both of my pickaxes while mining cobbles. So I went back up to the surface to only find out that it was night time. So I rushed to sleep. And after I woke up on day 13, I immediately went back to the cave, not realizing I forgot to craft a pickaxe. But me being goated without the sauce, I realized this as soon as I started going down the stairs and went back to my house to craft a pickaxe. So finally now it's time to go to the deep slate layer. While making my way down to the deep slate layer, I saw some coal and start collecting them. Now that I am writing this script, I realized that I could have just made a stone pickaxe and mined some iron and coal to make an iron pickaxe. It probably would have been quicker. Probably 7 minutes quicker, because I skipped 7 minutes by sleeping off the night. So it's just a complete waste of time. Well, anyways, back to script. While fighting some mobs, I discovered a mineshaft which I decided to explore in case I got any loot. But instead of getting some loot, I saw a spider spawner. So I immediately booked it out of there. I'm not trying to get on today. I just got these new controls. I probably would have ended up dead when I was mining an iron vein. I got attacked by this man riding another man. Hold up, wait a minute. Okay, unpass. So I gave the bigger zombie the hand. So this child ran away and straight up hopped to riding another man. And he's dead. And the little dude tried to fight me himself, and you already know how that went. So when I finally thought that I could catch a break, this man shows up again, and this time he's riding another man. What's up with this? And I was tired of this dweeb, so I clapped them both cheeks. So my theory is that the child was controlling the bigger man. What's yours? After that, I continued to make my way down to the deep slate level. And it was tough. Tough rain. I managed to find a tough rain. So I just decided to collect it instead. Because deep slate takes too long to mine. And I like building with the polished stuff. So when I was midway through mining, this skeleton tried to have a conversation with me. So like an introvert, I blocked him. After I blocked him, I saw what I presumed to be a entrance to a huge cave, but that's for episode 3. I'll go there when I got fortune 3 and feather falling 4. You'll see why in the next video. Anyways, after I gathered enough stuff and I start heading back up to the service, and it was night time when I reached the service. Wow, what a pleasant surprise. After sleeping off the night 13, I started placing the foundation for my villager trading hall. And after placing down all the foundation, I realized that I didn't have as nearly as many logs as I thought. So I was going to collect some logs. While I was trying to collect some logs, I encountered some mobs that wasn't burning on the sunlight. I honestly thought my game was bugged, because I had this happen to me in my previous world, which I was also living in Acacia biome. But suddenly I heard lightning strikes. Then I climbed the hill to see where the lightning had struck, and I saw what it seems to be a skeleton riding a horse. Then it all made sense. The reason that the mobs weren't burning is because it was raining right now. Even though this is an acacia biome, the game thinks it's raining, so it made the mobs resistant to the sun. I didn't realize this in my previous world because I didn't see any rain. But me being goated without the source in this world, I built my house in the exact spot in this entire village that rains. So anyways, back to the video. As soon as I saw the skeleton, just like any American, it started shooting me. So I headed to my mine since 2 blocks tall creatures can't get it in. I ate some food to heal and sprinted toward my bed and slept off the thunderstorm. I went to check back at the site of the thunderstruck to see if any skeleton horses were alive. There weren't any. So I went back to the deforestation. Literally, look at this place. There aren't any trees to at least 100 by 100 radius. After that 2-day long deforestation, I took the stone out of my furnaces and started building. I wanted to do a time lapse, but I don't think I can really do that in bedrock. So you're gonna have to settle for this. And on day 25, the VTH is finally finished. Oh, and I forgot to put the lanterns. So never mind, I lied. Okay, now it's finished. Now it's time for some well-earned rest. Alright, next up on the sharing block is, you guessed it, sheep. So after bringing the newlyweds together, I helped them breed. Don't ask me how. After taking their coats off for the entire day, I added 4 beds to my BTH. Then I realized I didn't have any source of income, and having children without money is stupid. So after contemplating for a while, I gathered the resolve to leave before we have any children to get some some spruce logs. Yeah. So I headed in this direction. Midway through I climbed a high, which I decided to steal its natural resources. I collected this much before realizing I'm stupid. I can just come back with fortune 3 and quadruple my resources. So I saved the rest for the fortune and continue on my travels. I got some jungle saplings, but I refused to settle for them. And it's a good thing I didn't, cause I found a tundra within like a minute. But before I start collecting some saplings, I went to bed and broke it. A decision I would greatly regret. So after sleeping off the night, I collected 8 saplings before deciding to leave because I was constantly sinking. On my way back, I came across a village which I decided to rob. And I'm dead.